Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the news podcast on TayNinhTV with some last events now, private as well as nationwide. And here are our story today. Ladies and gentlemen, on the occasion of the 78th anniversary of the World Wellness and Mother's Day, July 27, many meaningful activities took place in TayNinhTV province. At the Quay Commune, on July 27, the Deputy Secretary Provincial Party Committee and Chairman Provincial People's Committee Nguyễn Văn Úc visited, presented the gifts and expressed gratitude to policy families and the people with meritorious services to the revolution in the commune. The Deputy Secretary Provincial Party Committee and Chairman Provincial People's Committee Nguyễn Văn Úc kindly asked about the health, listened to the thoughts and wishes, and encouraged their spirit and expressed their gratitude for the family's contribution to the revolutionary cause. On this occasion, the Chairman Provincial People's Committee Nguyễn Văn Úc and the provincial delegation presented 100 meaningful gifts to policy families, expressing their gratitude of the party committee, the government, and the people of TayNinhTV province for the great sacrifices and contributions of previous generations for the independence and freedom of the fatherland. And at the Hill 82 Motor Cemetery in Tân Biên Commune, TayNinhTV Provincial Youth Union organized a candle lighting program to pay tribute to heroic martyrs on the occasion of the 78th anniversary of World Wellness and Mother's Day, July 27th. Attending the event, there was Deputy Head of National Assembly Delegation of TayNinhTV Province, Miss Hoàng Thị Thanh Thúy. In the strict atmosphere, the Provincial Youth Union Secretary Trần Hải Phú rang the bell to summon the souls of the heroic martyrs. Delegates, union members, and the youth observe a minute of silence to remember the heroic martyrs, expressing the sincere respect and their gratitude of today's generation for the sacrifices of their predecessors. Promoting the nation's morality of the when drinking water, remember its source. On the occasion of the 70th anniversary of World Wellness and Mother's Day, July 27, political and social organizations in the province also organized many meaningful and practical activities to pay tribute to heroic martyrs. Early on, a large number of union members and the youth of Thanh Phước Commune, together with the forces of Battalion 1 Infantry Regiment 738, were present at the rally site of Regiment 207 Military Region 8 in Da Biên Hamlet, Thanh Phước Commune, to join hands in taking care of and replacing the rally site, demonstrating a sense of responsibility and their gratitude to previous generations. In Long Words, in a solemn atmosphere, the Farmer Association connected with the World Military Command to organize an insane offering ceremony to commemorate the heroic martyrs who sacrificed for the independence and freedom of the fatherland. The gratitude activity not only shows the respect of today's generation, but also contributes to spreading the tradition of repaying gratitude in the community.
The People's Committee of Tân Biên Commune TayNinhTV Province had just coordinated with Nguyễn Siêu Secondary and High School, Hanoi City, to organize the presentation of 25 gifts, each consisting of necessities and 2 million Vietnam đồng in cash, to families of meritorious people and poor students in the commune. The total cost of the program is nearly 60 million Vietnam đồng contributed by the teachers of Nguyễn Siêu School. And ladies and gentlemen, in the days of July, the month of gratitude and remembrance, with the spirit of when drinking water, remember its source, the youth of localities in TayNinhTV province have taken practical action to spread their gratitude to the heroic martyrs and those who have contributed to the revolution. At the Martyr Memorial House of Nhân Ninh Commune of TayNinhTV province, where the names of 76 Vietnamese heroic martyrs and 323 heroic martyrs who sacrificed for the independence and freedom of the fatherland are recorded. The youth union members had a meaningful working session, and they also spent a lot of time learning about the background, career, and silent sacrifices of the Vietnamese heroic martyrs and the heroic martyrs. On the occasion of the World Wellness and Mother's Day, the local youth union has explored to the branches and organizing many competitions to learn about the history and the tradition of the nation. And from there, the youth union members will promote the spirit of responsibility towards the country today. In addition, Nhân Ninh Commune Youth Union also organized a visit and presented gifts to the heroic Vietnamese martyrs Võ Thị Úc, and heard touching stories about
a difficult wartime, the immeasurable losses and sacrifices have left a deep impression on the hearts of the young generation. The mothers have endured a lot of pain, and the heroic Vietnamese mothers are very noble. They have sacrificed for the country. As a young person, I think I need to be more enthusiastic and more active in the process of carrying out duties for the community. The gratitude and reciprocation activities of the youth of Nhân Ninh community not only contribute to taking care of the spiritual life of families with meritorious services, but also provide an opportunity for each member and the youth to better understand the value of sacrifice and thereby nurturing patriotism, promoting the spirits of volunteerism, and constantly striving to protect and beautify land. And Cần Giờ Community Youth Union TayNinhTV has just coordinated with the Center for Culture and Sports Services in Hòa Hưng Ward, the Hòa Hưng Secondary School Promotion Association, and the Hoàng Văn Thụ Secondary School Union in Vườn Lai Ward, Ho Chi Minh City, to organize an exchange program with the theme Proud of Tradition following the footsteps of their ancestors. Within the framework of the program, the units visited and presented gifts to policy families and former youth volunteers in Cần Giờ Commune, visited and offered incense at the Heroic Vietnamese Model Park, Motors Nguyễn Thị Bảy, and the Cần Giờ Motors Monument Park. On this occasion, the delegation also presented 600 gifts to the students and 4 children overcoming difficulties scholarship to encourage and support them to excel in their studies. And ladies and gentlemen, recently at the Southern Central Borough Revolutionary Place of Tân Biên Commune, the evaluation block of public service units of TayNinhTV organized a sport festival and a conference to summarize the evaluation and reward work in the first 6 months of 2025.
Demolition block includes Miss Member of Southern Revolutionary Historical Relics, Provincial Construction Investment Project Miss Member, Construction Investment Project Miss Member of Agriculture and Rural Development, Logo Samat National Park Miss Member, Badem Mountain National Tourist Area Miss Member. In the first 6 months of 2025, Demolition block organized and implemented activities in accordance with regulations. Demolition movements always adhere to political tasks and are organized in many forms, richly associated with studying and following Ho Chi Minh's ideology, morality, and style. Delegates attending the conference contributed many opinions related to the activities of the bloc in the new situation. From July the 1st of 2025, the merger of administrative units marks an important change in organization of the grassroots government apparatus. In particular, the regular commune-level police force continues to affirm its course and pioneering role in ensuring security and order in the locality. And with a high sense of responsibility, the force has proactively adapted, stabilized the organization, contributed to maintaining the peace at the grassroots level, and met the requirements of the task in the new period. At the Tân Lập Commune Police Citizen Reception Office, the work of receiving and handling records is carried out smoothly and effectively. The officers on duty always enthusiastically guide the people. The record processing process is publicly posted and transparent. The facilities are fully equipped. The staff is arranged reasonably and scientifically, thereby contributing to shortening the time to handle procedures, improving the people's satisfaction. Today I came here to do the vehicle registration procedure. I found the working time here is faster than before, and the staff are very dedicated. The merger like this helps me travel much more conveniently than before. After merging to more administrative units, Đông Thành Commune and Phước Vinh Đông Commune, the new Tân Lập Commune has an area of over 60 square kilometers, with a population of nearly 45,000 people. The large area and larger population make the security in the situation potentially more complicated, especially crimes related to robbery, theft, drugs, etc. Recognizing many challenges, the Commune Police Command has quickly improved the organization, assigned staff to be in charge of each specific teams and area, ensuring that there are no gaps in security management. At the same time, proactively advise the Party Committee and the People's Committee of the Commune to develop inter-sectoral coordination regulations, review population data, and strengthen staff management model at the grassroots level. In particular, the security camera system with nearly 150 cameras covering on harmless is one of the models that Tân Tập Commune has identified to replicate and promote effectiveness, contributing to supporting the World Cup monitoring and preventing ramps in the locality. Although the force is still lacking in terms of staff, we have been able to closely follow the area, divide into many teams, coordinate with the local security forces to closely monitor the area and prevent ramps, especially after establishing the steering committee. The motto that we continue to maintain is the security camera motto. Thereby, on July 22nd, we quickly investigated and arrested the subject of property theft, recovered the property and returned it to the people. Model such traffic safety in front of the school gate, then the motto of 50, the models associated with the organization, we continue to improve the quality. With the motto close to the people and for the people, Tân Tập Commune Police strengthen coordination with local organizations to promote propaganda work with many various forms, thereby raising people's awareness of law compliance. Since the merger of the province, the area has become larger. There is a police department patrolling throughout, so it is stable. People are no longer worried. Security and order are also safe. Theft and drug addiction have also decreased significantly, although still facing some difficulties such as lack of human resources and wide scope of management. With a proactive, responsible and creative spirit, the regular Commune Police Force is still a solid support for the Russian government system. It is believed that with flexible and practical security models, the Commune-level police force after the merger will continue to promote its core role, affirming its important position in maintaining security and order and strengthening the trust of the party committee, government, and people.
And according to information from TayNinhTV Provincial Tax Department, although the state purchase collection results have been achieved positive results, and up to now, there are still 30 localities with an average collection progress of less than 50% of the assigned estimate. As of mid of July 2025, the total state purchase revenue of the communes and wards in the province reached about 1,300 billion Vietnam dong and reaching over 56% compared to the average collection progress, of which 66 communes and wards reached over 50% and 30 units reached under 50%. 12 over 17 collection targets reached over 50% of the estimate, and 5 collection targets reached under 50% of the estimate. The tax sector will reveal the revenue resources and revenue subjects and local realities to adjust the construction of the 2025 state purchase revenue estimates for the provincial and communal levels according to the two-level local organization model, in accordance with the legal regulation plan, the guidance of the Ministry of Finance and the Provincial Appeals Committee. In addition, the tax sector will focus on coordinating and advising and directing the local tax authorities to advise on the establishment of a steering committee to urge the state budget collection at the communal level according to the new organizational model, regularly report to the commune steering committee on the collection progress, the advantages and obstacles in the collection work in the locality to seek opinions on solutions and implementation, advising and reporting to the Provincial Steering Committee to strengthen direction, inspection and urging of the communes with a low collection progress, not well managing, and have measures and solutions to promote the collection progress to ensure the completion of the 2025 budget estimate.
The People's Committee of Tân Biên Commune Province had just organized a training course on deploying software for managing and processing electronic documents and the process of handling administrative procedures, digital transformation for more than 60 delegates who are carriers, civil servants, and public employees of the commune. Here, officials of the Department of Science and Technology directly guided and implemented the practice on the provincial document management and operation system at vbdh.tayninhTV.gov.vn, the system for receiving, processing, returning results of online administrative procedures at một cửa.TayNinhTV.vn, and at the same time disseminating the contents of digital transformation in handling daily work. Through this training course, the staff, civil servants, and public employees of Tân Biên Camille will improve their digital skills, use electronic document management and processing software proficiently, serve people and businesses more quickly and transparently, and contribute to building a modern and professional administration.
And continuing the journey of gratitude on the night of July 26, thousands of simmering candles were lit at the TayNinhTV Martyr Cemetery, warming for nearly 4,000 martyrs' graves. The candles of gratitude not only lit up the cemetery but also lit up the pride and responsibility in the hearts of every young person today. From 6 p.m., more than 5,000 union members, the youth, the cars, and soldiers were present at the Prince of Martyr Cemetery to attend the candle lighting ceremony. In a solemn and emotional atmosphere, union members and the youth offered incense, flowers, and lit candles at the monuments to the Firelands Martyrs and at each martyr's grave. I'm very honored and proud to join the companies of the Long An Provincial Police Union to attend the candle lighting ceremony at the Martyr Cemetery of TayNinhTV, and it is an annual activity of the Provincial Police Youth Union. I'm myself very honored and proud to strive to study and practice to show gratitude to the heroic martyrs, wounded soldiers who fought for the national independence and freedom and peace today. TayNinhTV Youth continue the tradition of bravery and perseverance, striving to practice, study, unite, and volunteer to build the homeland and become more and more beautiful and civilized. In July, the month of gratitude is an opportunity for the young generation to express their gratitude through the simple but meaningful actions. Decorating graves, offering incense, lighting candles in the gratitude, it is not only a way to remember but also a way to foster the faith, arouse the desire to live decently and live responsibly, and contribute to building a homeland worthy of the sacrifices of the heroic martyrs. And that's all for today, TTV News. Thank you for being with us, and goodbye for now.